Welcome back to Educate a Mate, the podcast that gives you just enough knowledge to win an argument and then immediately Google it straight afterwards. Quick disclaimer, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not a full scientific deep dive, although we do try and keep it as factual as possible, and we do our own research. Today's topic, animal culture, because apparently humans aren't the only ones with trends, cliques, and questionable life choices. We're talking monkeys copying each other, whales with regional accents, and birds basically inventing their own TikTok trends. Let's get straight into that. So, welcome to Educate a Mate. It's the two of us here. Ryan. You don't really have a nickname, do you? I kind of shout oi a lot of you. So, let's get started. So, have you got a fact for me?
I do have a fact.
It's not allowed to be about beans.
Shall I do my Hitler one? I told you this, but you liked it, didn't you?
Yeah.
So there's an iconic picture of Hitler in Paris looking at the Eiffel Tower. And the reason he is looking at the Eiffel Tower and not going up the Eiffel Tower is not because he has vertigo, but when the French left Paris, they cut all the cables to the lift so no one could go up or down it. Which is, I would have done the same. Like, listen, lads, we're out of here. We're bouncing. Just fuck Hitler off. Because he's
not allowed to have a nice view.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
So they chopped the cables, and if I remember right, the cables didn't get commissioned until well after the war.
Well, they wouldn't, would they? It's a waste of resources to, oh, look, you can see from the top of the Eiffel Tower. But also we need to, use it for munitions and all sorts of things.
Yeah, so that iconic picture, the reason is, because he really wanted to go up the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, bless him.
Oh, what a shame.
Our podcast today is on something that is, I'd say, not reasonably new in science, but it is becoming more and more prevalent in science.
Mm.
It is animals, unfortunately for you, because I know you do like animals.
Hey, listen to this. Did you hear about the esophagus that was transplanted into a pig today?
What, today?
Yeah, successful transplantation.
You got too much time on your hands. I was working. This guy's listening to 24-hour news.
It was the first successful esophagus that was grown.
That's pretty cool.
Into a pig. And it's going to help infants that are born with poor esophaguses. I'm not too sure. I think it was
You're like, that's cool.
It was the BBC, and I don't know how much I believe about it, to be honest.
The BBC. Well, that is interesting. But what we're going to talk about today, so do you know why people act differently and think differently in different areas of the world or even the country or even your local village? There'll be different people doing different things.
Is this psychology then?
It's almost psychology.
Is this why people have different accents?
It's kind of, I was tempted to do that actually.
Yeah.
But it is kind of to do with accents as well. We do mention accents in this.
Is it tribalism?
Basically, yeah. So it's culture. Which is, I'd take for tribalism as well, to be honest.
So we're doing a podcast on culture?
So it's on animal culture.
I didn't even know it was a fucking thing.
I know.
Animal culture.
I was like, this guy listened to the Pass in Russia we did where they all disappeared. And you were like, I know the answer to this, this, and this. Oh, didn't this happen? Didn't this happen? I was like, right.
Yeah,
we're going to have to go pretty sciencey again.
I know a little bit about this because there has been studies about birds tweeting differently. I've heard about a certain bird will tweet differently in Newcastle as opposed to it would in London. Because one will be like dead cockney and why
mate.
I want to be dead Geordie.
Want to be like, oh mate. We're talking about animal culture. So it's an interesting topic because it's not massively researched. There's certain bits that people have noticed, and we're going to go over some case studies. But do you know what culture actually is? If I asked you to define culture, what would you define it as? I will give you the definition.
Culture in a definition?
It can be people, animals, ants, plants.
I don't know. I'm going to assume it's something like the word itself originated from probably, I would say, Victorian era.
I would probably also agree, to be fair.
And it would be something to do with cult.
Mm-hmm.
As in, I'm a part of this cult and I'm a part of that cult.
Yeah, so it's basically a behavior that's learned socially. It's shared within a group and it's passed on over time. So it's nothing to do with genetics. It's not like an instinct you have. So we instinctively know to breathe and to to eat and all sorts of things, reproduce, but we don't instinctively know to watch TikTok for 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
That's a culture thing. And so it's very much, I saw Dave do this, so no, I'm going to do it too.
Oh, it's the monkey analogy in psychology. We've seen the one where they get 10 monkeys in a room and they put a banana at the top of a ladder.
Wait, is this actually a real
Yeah,
scientist?
so they put
I can never tell with you.
They put a banana at the top of the ladder, and the monkeys, 10 monkeys in the room, go up the ladder to get the banana. So what they do is hit the monkeys off the top, like it hurt them. No, like knocking them
So
off.
as soon as they get to the top, they get negative value. Like,
yeah. And then they slowly change it where one monkey's introduced, one's taken out, one monkey's introduced, to a point where all the monkeys in the room
weren't new monkeys.
Weren't the test subjects. And they'll be like, don't go up the ladder. They'll be like, stopping each other up the ladder.
And that's actually a very similar thing. So culture within animals would normally appear in a very small amount of animals or a small group or individuals. It'll get passed, but then occasionally it drops off.
You're going to introduce killer whales into this.
Absolutely, yeah. And so killer whales or orca are one of the absolute examples of culture that we don't really understand. So
it's just where they wear a salmon on
it is. I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? Yeah. So in the 1980s, orca were observed wearing dead salmon on their heads.
What gets me is orcas are massive and salmon's quite small.
But salmon aren't small, but they're not massively like
they're long. The length of your arm.
Did you know the Atlantic salmon is the third largest species of salmon?
Really?
Yeah. Fun fact. So it was generally found in the 1980s that they would occasionally wear a dead salmon on their heads. They wouldn't eat them. They'd wear them like a little fishy hat. And it appeared in one individual to begin with, from what we saw. It then spread through to the whole pod, which is a group of whales. Just fucking Dave's in the corner like, look at me, guys.
Dave, what's that on your head? Oh, I don't know. It looks good, doesn't it?
And they're all like, yeah, it does. To be fair, Dave's a fucking trendsetter. Go get a trendsetter, Dave. And then what's really weird is it spread through the pod and then it disappeared. It wasn't seen again. So people were like, all right, so the individuals wore a hat. Everyone else thought the hat was really cool, so they wore the hat. And then nobody else wore the hat. So it died out.
Fashion.
Right, remember Bebo? Yeah, same way Bebo died out. Well, interestingly, recently they've actually started doing it again.
Really?
And whether or not it's the same pod, whether there's an individual from the pod that originally did it is unspecified.
Can I just interrupt now, right? I'm going to come out with a really mental suggestion to this. And do you remember when we did
I hope you're saying bees.
DB Cooper, we completed that, yeah?
Oh, yeah, we figured that out.
You're going to
figure this?
I've already figured this out. Right, perception of time. Our perception of time is based on 365 days, which is a year.
Yep.
Do you know an orca's perception of time? How would they know how long a year is?
They probably have no idea how long a year
concept.
Is. Nobody has birthdays in the orca world.
But hypothetically.
Oh, I know where this is.
Hypothetically, in 1980, when it happened, they could have been celebrating someone's birthday party. And because they have no concept of time, the time has
birthday party is 2025 or something.
35 years of human time in their head is gone, oh, we're a year old now. It's time for that birthday party again, Dave. And they've all put the hats back on. And they're ready.
You've reached your coming of age, Dave. It's time for the hats again.
So their effective year or celebratory of 1 year in our life is 45 years in there. So they were just celebrating something. And
I'm not even going to lie, that's not the worst hypothesis I've ever heard.
It's a pretty good one, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's the bit that always gets lost is the concept of the humans viewing whatever the culture is as what they think it is and what's actually happening.
Yeah.
So it could also be they're wearing their hat because there's loads of salmon in that area. And they're like, guys, look at me, I'm wearing a salmon hat. That means I don't have to eat it because I can wear it. And they're all like, oh, nice one, Dave.
There's so much salmon.
Loads of salmon. It is interesting, but orca are, as I'm sure you know, very, very intelligent. They have different food preferences within different groups.
Oh, vegans versus
Exactly, yeah.
dairy versus gluten. I get you.
Orca will happily follow whales, and they will prey upon their calves and rip out the tongues. Just the tongues.
Really?
Yeah. They're
Leaving
pretty...
them speechless.
Exactly. Orca are pretty scary. And they've also got unique dialects, and that leads us on to the next one, whales.
Yeah. And you know what? If I had to be reincarnated,
I'd be a whale.
I'd be a massive. Is it a blue whale?
Big blue whale, yeah.
The biggest basking. The way you eat it through the plankton through the mouth.
Yeah.
And I'd be like a massive submarine. You could just potter along. I'm just having a good time. Stay away from China and that area.
They're getting better. They might not always hunt you.
Stay away from there, and we'll be good.
Yeah. So and they're ridiculously protected now because people love blue whales. They're like the top whale of the ocean. So orca are technically dolphins.
Okay.
So we're gonna move on to whales, which is why I've not grouped them together because let's get our taxonomy right. So did you know humpback whale males?
Yeah.
The boys produce complex songs. So you've heard whale song, I'm sure, on YouTube. You're like, oh god, I'm so stressed, relaxation, and you either got the choice of lo-fi, no copyright. You've got anime girl sitting by the fire, or you've got whale song for 23 hours.
Is that the one to go to sleep with, isn't it?
Yeah. What's interesting about humpback whales is entire populations actually sing the same song at the same frequency. So they will sing the same song over and over and over again, and then just occasionally a new version appears and it'll spread as well. So once a new one comes out, it's like a new track coming out. It's like a number one hit. Once a new one comes out, it will then spread and thousands of whales will just update whatever tune they were singing to the newest one.
So you're saying Dr. Dre? The whales was like, oh yeah, drop it. Do you know what I mean? And then, oh my god, that's sick, and it was just
and that was found out by Garland in 2011, so it's pretty reasonably recent.
That is really recent, yeah.
And it's a cultural revolution in whale song. So along the same lines as humpback whales, sperm whales do a very similar thing. They've actually got different vocal dialects. So you know how we were saying about accents?
Yeah.
They have different accents.
Okay.
They will have shared behaviors, but they don't mix too much. They will stick together, but these traditions of keeping these vocal dialects will go across generations. It won't just be a group or a pod of a certain age and it passed on like maybe to the calf and then it gets forgotten about. Yeah. It's gone through multiple generations, which is interesting to say the least.
That's great.
And it's different to other sperm whales.
So you're saying that they converse under the water? What can they talk to each other?
Hello.
Can they talk to each other?
I mean, I'm not a cetacean professional. Cetaceanologist.
I don't know.
I guess it's like a.
I'm agreeing.
Yeah, it's like a. Because you can be an ologist of anything, technically, can't you? Ology is just the study of something.
I'm an ologistology.
Oh,
so I study everything.
You're the study of everything. You're a professor of everything.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not one to comment whether they specifically talk to each other, but I think talking and communicating are two separate things. So we can communicate, and I can say absolutely nothing to you, but you get an idea of what I mean. Oh. But I can't do it over podcast because it's a lot of body language.
Okay. Do you know what actually baffles me? All right, so if anyone here now is listening who's a stoner, he's just sitting there, just having the, you know what I mean?
They've gone outside for a breath of fresh air. They're like, mate, these whales are wearing fucking hats.
It's about to get crazy there. So I'm talking to you now, and what still baffles me is how we talk to one another is me manipulating air through my vocal.
Yeah, your vocal cords
is manipulating
your lungs, your mouth, your nose, and you're using different sounds
to make a different pitch of frequency at a different rate,
which to us forms an alphabet and then words.
Yeah, and it baffles me because it's so it's a really okay, that's cool. We've managed to achieve that, but it's just so slow and shit.
But it's also so there could be other forms of communication that are way, way beyond what we do.
Like telekinesis.
Yeah.
Which is, we don't know if it's available yet.
Or if it already exists.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, maybe it does. Maybe I'm reading your mind right now.
Maybe.
Oh, you well on that Chinese. I reckon you're getting spicy beef, is it?
No, sorry, mate.
No, I think communication is incredible. It's so interesting. And the more we learn about communication, the more we learn that actually the vocal bit that comes out of our mouth is sort of 10, 20%. How much do you actually listen to what people are saying when they say something? I mean, hopefully quite a lot because we're doing a podcast, but in normal day-to-day conversation, you're also looking at their body language. You'll see like they're shuffling their feet. They're a bit bored. You move topics because they're not listening. Then they get really excited. You're like, oh, they like this topic.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it, so I'm going to have to bullshit. Anyway, should we get back to cultural changes in animals?
Yeah.
So we've gone through whales and we've gone through orca. Now, this one is actually very relatable to humans. So you're in Kashima Island in Japan, and there's some lovely hot springs there.
Is this the one full of rabbits or cats?
I mean, rabbits or cats do not live in hot springs.
Okay.
But there is something else that lives around hot springs.
Rats.
No, not rats.
Hot springs. What lives on hot springs?
You must have seen either the documentaries or the photos.
On hot springs?
Yeah.
Near a volcano?
Yeah.
Birds?
No.
I know this one.
Yeah.
It's.
I really hope you're going to say the wrong thing again.
I know.
The crocodiles. Fucking crocodiles.
It's, is it a lizard? It's a certain lizard. Is this not a lizard? It's a lizard.
It's not a lizard.
Oh, no.
It's a monkey.
A monkey?
Yeah, a monkey.
A monkey near a spring?
Yeah.
I've never heard such nonsense. Why would a monkey be near a spring?
Let me get you a photo.
Why is that a common thing? Oh, yeah. Everyone's just like, yeah, did you not know monkeys are in a spring?
Have you not seen this ever?
No.
It's a big thing.
Monkeys in the spring water. Never ever seen this in my life. How would I ever associate a monkey in a spring? It looks like a PG Tips advert.
Some of these look a bit AI, to be fair.
It's not real.
It is real.
So this is common knowledge that people know monkeys and spring go hand in hand. How do I not know this?
This is why it's educated, mate.
The thing I'm taking away from is someone's
going sprints.
Oh yeah. So what's the most common thing near a spring? A monkey. I honestly thought it was a Komodo dragon or something.
I'm crying.
Monkeys just bathe in springs. That's a common knowledge. Like rhinos are in muddy water, like monkeys in springs.
Yeah, that's the saying. You know, like when people say like pig and shit, like monkey in spring.
I feel like a monkey in the spring. I've never heard that ever. I didn't even know monkeys would have gone in springs, to be honest.
Oh, I've got a tension headache. Right.
I didn't know. I'm not clued up on monkeys. That was the last thing I would have said as a monkey. Never
It's the way you were with such confidence, you said a lizard.
I was thinking, I watched lizards once that were bathing in the sun on David Attenborough.
To be fair, actually, yeah, physically it kind of makes sense for lizards to be somewhere nice and warm. And look, this is in Japan where it's pretty chilly.
They got too warm when they were bathing, so they jump in the sea and they do the cycle. I didn't know if springs are monkeys. I didn't even know there's monkeys in Japan, to be honest.
Yeah, so there's a species of
monkey.
Yeah. Japanese macaque. Well, they live on the island, but they visit these springs quite often. And the interesting about these springs is they're
warm.
I completely lost my train of thought. The funny thing is this isn't really about the springs.
It's just
this is about something completely different.
It's going to be about lizards, isn't it?
It's not about lizards.
Okay.
It's still about macaques.
Okay.
So these macaques eat sweet potatoes. Have you ever had a sweet potato?
Yeah, loads. A lot.
Yeah, I do like sweet potato.
Yeah.
What would you say if you could add one seasoning to sweet potato?
Salt.
Exactly. So they actually started washing sweet potatoes in salt water.
Okay. Don't tell me they cook the potato in the spring
Not quite.
Boiling them.
No, they used to wash the sweet potatoes because they'd be covered in mud because obviously potatoes come from the ground, don't they? Yeah. So they would wash these potatoes, and as they wash them, it kind of accidentally seasons them at the same time. So they end up with salty potatoes, which, let's be honest, tastes way better than... For anybody that doesn't salt their water when they cook potatoes or pasta, you're horrendously wrong.
Okay.
Gordon Ramsay told me anyway, so I'm just going to trust what he said. Anyway, so young monkeys copied... I feel like we spent a lot of time on these monkeys. Young monkeys copied it. Older ones resisted, which is interesting.
Older ones resisted washing the potatoes.
Yeah, they didn't want to wash them and put salt on them.
So whoa. Hang on a second.
Whoa.
You're telling me there's old monkeys that won't wash them. Young monkeys were like, we want to wash the potatoes.
The young monkeys like the salt.
So who was the guy in the middle?
Oh, he's called IMO.
IMO.
Yeah. IMO. He was the first subject of a macaque washing sweet potatoes.
IMO. International Maritime Organization.
That's exactly what he stands for. Because he likes washing things.
Likes being in the water.
And eventually the group adopted it. And then whilst they... So it initially started with just washing the sweet potatoes. And then they started washing them in salt water. So it evolved from just washing them to get the mud off to washing them with salt and adding that seasoning to them.
Washed it, salted it, eaten it.
And then, so chimpanzee culture, very similar thing. Some will use tools, some crack nuts with tools, others don't. Some fish for termites, some don't bother. And it's not that they don't have the mental capacity to do it, they just choose not to do it.
Because they can't be bothered.
We don't know whether it's because they can't be bothered or whether it's because everyone in that group doesn't do it, so therefore they don't do it because it's not, I guess, cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
can I just interrupt now? Yeah. So chimpanzees is our closest.
They are, but we do share genetics of a banana quite a lot as well. Bear that in mind.
Because they eat so many bananas. Okay. Always because they eat a lot of bananas, we just share that genetics. That's what we
Because we just share.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Would diet play a massive factor? So if you had a chimpanzee that would have a natural diet, and then you had a chimpanzee that was in captivity that you fed them salmon, things that were omega-3 rich brain food.
The zookeepers all over the world like, why the fuck would you give a chimpanzee salmon? But actually, it's not the worst idea. They would naturally probably eat fish of some description.
But we're on about, we can consume supplements that is meant to increase our brain capacity, like B12.
Yeah, so let's take it right back to, if you drink a Red Bull, you've got more energy. And that means, maybe not everyone, some people get the jitters and die. Wouldn't advise drinking too much Red Bull. But generally, caffeine in general will increase productivity because you feel like you've got more energy, so you're thinking faster, and it's like ADHD constantly. Surprisingly, we don't need caffeine. We need the one that slows us down. What's that called?
Tramadol.
Tramadol? Sure.
Is it?
I don't know. I never dabbled.
Anyway, so you're telling me if you didn't change the diet of a certain animal, would that not?
That could have an interesting impact.
Has no one done that then?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, why am I making up these suggestions?
I'm not an animal person.
In your field of expertise, and I'm the one giving you advice on saying, well, if you got a chimpanzee and fed it really high brain boosting food, it might, over the years, it might evolve into...
Dietary things have been done, but it's the longevity of the study that's the problem.
That isn't the problem. The problem is the longevity itself.
How much would you pay to give a family of chimpanzees a certain type of food type for generations? I'm not talking for like 10, 20 years. I'm talking for like 200-300 years. At some point, you're going to die. Is your child then going to want to continue the same project? Or you have to have enough money to fund the entire project?
Let me think about this.
Bear in mind the economic crisis.
Yeah. Fuel has just gone up.
It has. But we're not going to focus too much on the science of that. I'll let you think about that while I tell you about the next bit. So chimpanzees have obviously been seen to do it, which makes sense. corvids as well. Do you know what a corvid is?
It's a bird.
It is a bird. Any idea what bird?
It's a bit like a blackbird.
It's like a blackbird, but not a blackbird.
Yeah, well, they get mixed up with blackbirds, don't they?
They are black.
Corvids get mixed up. People see a corvid and go, "Oh, it's a blackbird."
I think you know what a corvid is.
It's like a blackbird, but not like
Yeah, so what looks like a blackbird, but it's not.
a raven.
Yeah, raven, crows, magpies.
That's what I'm on about. So that's a corvid.
I knew you knew.
I know.
I know. So these are another one.
I didn't know magpies were corvids.
Magpies are corvids. Magpies are very clever.
They are
Ridiculously clever. Also steal anything shiny.
Yeah. So
ravens, crows, rooks, magpies.
So that sits under an umbrella called corvid.
Yeah. So they sit under like a taxonomic group.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have explained that slightly better rather than corvids is the species. And you were like, I don't know what this means. So corvids is a group of birds, specifically very, very smart birds. One of the very few birds they think might be able to self-recognize, which is seen in very few animals.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But the test they do for that is they put the animal in front of a mirror, they put a spot on its head, and it's whether the animal tries to remove the spot from its head, or depending on the animal, obviously, ravens struggle.
Crazy.
So orangutans, I think, have been seen to self-recognize. Chimpanzees have. Dolphins sometimes have.
Literally try and remove.
Gibbons haven't, I think. But don't quote me on any of this because none of this is backed up by scientific evidence. It's just a degree I did once upon a time ago.
The degree I did spent 4 years of my life.
Honestly, one of my favorite modules was animal cognition. I do not remember what the lecturer was called, but she was fantastic. So corvids have accents. So not only do they fly around and they have different regional dialects. So you'll get a Scouse corvid. You'll get a Brittany corvid.
Are these migratory animals?
Not really.
They stay within certain areas.
Right. So I guess it's like a Scouser that doesn't go anywhere but West Kirby for their holidays.
Yeah. That is wild, isn't it?
It's interesting, and they sound different. They've learnt calls from others, and obviously, as with most things culturally, it's passed down through generations. And so they do essentially have accents. They have been noted to have different sounds, same species, same type of call, but different sound of call.
Different tone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Some other fun facts about corvids is they also have been known to use all sorts of tools. There's a social media account, which I cannot remember what it's called, where a chap is teaching crows in New York to pick up cigarette butts and money.
I've heard about this.
And he
putting pennies on the roof.
Yeah, and
you get some good money off that.
Yeah. So they'll go out and they'll pick up money and they'll pick up cigarette butts because it's cleaning up the environment, and he gives them seeds and nuts and things for it. So it's positive. And they also sled as well. There's been a few incidences of, I guess, fun things, of crows sitting at the top of a roof, so an apex roof, sitting on something and sledding down in the snow. And they're just having a nice time. There's not really a reason for it, why they do that, because it's an expenditure of energy. It makes no sense to do. Yeah, they're just having a good time. So there are a few different animals. In terms of other weird things, I'm not going to go into great detail, but we've also got ant fishing from chimpanzees. So some chimpanzees will try and fish for ants specifically with their little stick through the ant hole.
Oh yeah.
Some don't do it. Orangutans will blow raspberries just before bedtime.
Before bed.
Yeah, just before bedtime they're like
bit like a yawn.
Yeah. And that's kind of deemed as a cultural habit because not everyone does it. It's just like a few groups of orangutans that will do it. Not really a reason behind it either.
Yeah.
So we've got the cockatoos with trying to open the bin lids. And even if there's locks on the lids, they will maneuver past them. So they're not stupid. But cockatoos are in the same realm as most pretty smart.
Cockatoo's like a parrot, isn't it?
Yeah, very smart parrot. You've got humpback whales, which will do something called lobtailing, which basically means, and this one is clever, so they will strike the water surface with their tails, and they'll share this amongst the rest of the group. What it does is basically stun the fish near the surface.
Oh, that's clever.
A really weird one is capuchin eyeball poking. So have you seen Night at the Museum? The little monkey in that? No. Have you not seen Night at the Museum?
I think it's got Robin Williams on it.
I think it used to. I don't think it has anymore.
No.
You've seen their monkeys before?
Oh, yeah, I've seen them.
There was some in George of the Jungle, Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura on his shoulder.
They were used a lot for acting
90s.
monkeys because they're very easy to train. Or macaques in the spring. And with capuchins, it's been observed that they will just poke each other in the eyes.
What? They could just be sat next to each other and just go fuck off in the eye.
Yeah, so they think it's a sign. I say they, like scientists, biologists, thinks it's a sign of trust because I guess they don't poke quite as hard, but they just poke each other in the eyes.
What?
And it is a culture. He's not seen amongst everyone. It's kind of like a ritualized social game where they'll just be like, "Booyah, gotcha, boy."
Just randomly poke.
I don't know where it's random. You got things like dolphins that will sponge and kelp as well. What they do is they basically put sponges on the nose, and that means when they're actually foraging amongst the seafloor, it protects their nose.
I've got a question for you now.
Go on. Oh, I don't know the answer, but go on.
You do. What is this cave about?
Cave?
The dolphin cave.
Oh.
I've heard about this, but I don't know.
It's worth watching the documentary, to be honest. It's very one-sided.
Just give me a quick brief.
Quick overview is somewhere in, I think it's in Japan, but don't quote me on that one.
Yeah.
It's the cove, not the cave.
Is it?
Yeah, you're thinking of the cove.
It kills people.
Hey?
They not kill people.
I don't
What
think
are we on about?
Kill a lot of dolphins.
They kill.
Is that what you're thinking of?
No, what about like a cave with dolphins and they get people and kill them? Maybe I'm just
heard of that one.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say The Cove, which is a documentary on the way. I think it's the Japanese, where they get dolphins into a cove. They trap them, and then they basically slaughter them. It is disgusting. And then the ones they don't kill, they send to captivity, which is also pretty disgusting, to be honest, by my opinions.
I tell you what, though, when I was a kid once,
and you did the same thing, and that's why you're a man.
You're just flicking along at channels, and it was on at Channel 4, yeah? And it was an American broadcast. It was live. It was like well early in the morning. I was a kid. And it was like a marathon of how many rattlesnakes they can chop the head off, get them on the back, slice their insides out, chop it off, and turn it into a belt. Never seen that. It was a contest.
No.
I'm not even joking, mate.
The closest I can relate to that is watching Anaconda at like 3 a.m. I'm doing later. You'll be looking at monkeys in springs going, yeah, monkeys, springs, monkeys. We're going to sort of round up with why they do this, but one more example before we get to that. So, guppies?
Like bottom feeding fish?
Not bottom feeding, just generic sort of mid-top range fish.
Didn't mean like bottom of the social class. I thought they go along the floor and don't need...
No, they don't do that either.
Oh,
they just swim. You're thinking of Plex. You're thinking of that bristle-nosed boy that you are there. So guppies have actually learnt that they'll migrate.
Yeah. I don't think they learnt that.
So they did. They learnt it from others, and they'll stick to certain routes. Are you aware of how rivers are formed? I'm sure you probably are, being the individual you are.
So a river line will go straight, and over time...
It'll meander.
It will... Well, I don't know if what that word means, but it will go...
It goes around corners.
It will start to go around corners, and then over time, it will go straight, and it will go straight through them.
Yeah, it cuts the corners. Because water finds the easiest path. If anybody's ever done plumbing, water always finds the easiest path.
And tell you what, though, if you're not aware of how a river is formed, just Google how a river is formed. It is astonishing to watch.
It's really interesting.
Over like a 20, 30-year period. Because you'll see maps, and if you see satellite images and go, oh, wow, that's different.
But the interesting bit is these guppies learn a migration route, and a river can change, or something can happen like big tree falls in or something, makes it harder for them to migrate. But they always go for the same way. Even if a better option is there, they're like, no, Dave showed us the way. This is the way.
It's like a
Even if there's an easier... Yeah, it's like me following us.
It's like a sat-nav versus your grandparent.
I guess the question lies as to why does animal culture even exist? Why is it even a thing? Because a lot of animals, they live to reproduce, they live to feed, they live to breed, they mead.
This is the thing, though, isn't
They
it?
concede.
You're saying, like, cultural.
They proceed.
For me, if you study it over the time of our lifespan, yeah, it's like a cultural thing. But if you study it over like 1,000 years, what they're doing,
Yeah,
will
we don't
keep
have that
changing.
information. That's the problem.
Yeah,
So
so
we can't
they're
look at the bigger
salting-
picture.
They're salting the potatoes now. Next,
Monkey Springs.
next, they'll be cooking them in the spring. After that, they'll be mashing them.
And before you know it, they got fucking oven McCain fries coming out.
And all I'm saying is that not a part of evolution over a longer span of time?
It might well be.
Yeah.
But I guess there's certain offshoots where, like, a salmon as a hat, I get the hat prospect in relative to us wearing hats, but most other animals wouldn't wear a hat because it's a waste of energy and a waste of time and a waste of food. So it might just be
self-recognized and that they're wearing a hat.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Because
I
how
don't know
would
the
they
answer to
know how to wear a hat if they didn't know that it go on their head.
They might just be putting it on their head because obviously they can still feel it on their head.
Yeah.
But they might be like, if it's on here, the rest will know there's food down here or something similar.
Or they've got a headache.
Or they've got a headache and they're like, whack a bit of salmon on it.
There you go.
Salmon oil fixes everything.
There you go.
So across all the species, the same sort of drivers constantly pop up. So we've got efficiency. Why learn it from scratch if somebody else?
This is so sorry.
Why'd you start laughing?
Because you said efficiency, and I was like, all right, we're on about fish in the sea. Oh no, different efficiency.
I'm going to edit that so I look really smart and say, so moving on from fish in the sea to efficiency. So why learn from scratch what something else has already figured out? If something else has already figured out the best route or the best way or the best idea, then I guess just copy it because that works. And that's the same way we work.
Yeah.
If I see you doing something such as...
It's generational law, isn't it?
I was trying to think of some of that I've copied you for. It'll be something to do with cars, I think.
I don't know. It's hard when someone says, oh, how do you do it that way?
Yeah, why do you do it that way is more the question, as opposed to, you've also got this way and this way. Like, why do you do it that way?
Oh, my granddad taught me.
Yeah.
No. And it becomes, the thing is though, when people go, oh, you do it that way, oh, it's difficult. Well, it might be difficult for you, but I've done it 1,000 times, so I've got the muscle memory of doing it.
And not only is it that, it's social bonding as well. So if your granddad taught it to you, you might not realize it, but it actually probably means something to you that to do it that way is ever so slightly honouring said person.
100%. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And that leads to stronger social bonding and stronger groups within social bonds within animals. You've also got adaptation, which again, you said is kind of the evolutionary side of things, but it's not the genetic change. The thing about evolution is a lot of it is genetics. And I guess the brain can stay the same, but they can think of new ideas with the same brain. I know you're going to ask whether humans all have the same brain at the minute, and I do not know the answer to that.
No, we don't. We have different sized brains.
I got a big brain. Nothing in it but a big brain.
It's like, so if you hold your hand out, anyone can do this. You hold your hand out straight.
Yeah.
And slowly bring your wrist in.
Yeah.
No, don't move your forearm. Bring your wrist in like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
And you see that little bit of tension.
Yeah, does that mean you're less evolved than I am?
Yeah.
I don't have that.
It means you're more
Mine's just great old chub.
That's it. It means as evolution goes, like that.
But saying that,
you see that there?
I do have a cut on my hand where I lifted up a rock. So I'm probably not super.
Still lifting up them rocks.
I love the idea that none of our viewers know what we look like. So I like to think they've formed images in their heads of what we look like.
Do you know what?
I love that idea.
Honestly, if anyone's done that,
I think I'm really dweeby.
You'd be so disappointed because I've done it so many times where I've listened to podcasts. Oh my God,
and then they do a video and you're like,
yeah, literally.
I'm off it now.
You look like my maths teacher.
Yeah, not keen on that.
I'm not keen on.
You like me dad?
Yeah, so just don't Google.
Are we on Google? We'd gone through efficiency, we'd gone through social bonding, and we'd gone through adaptation. We've got brains and social lives. The strong cultures are in cetaceans, which is whales, primates, corvids, which are crows and things, and obviously ourselves. And that basically means that the more intelligence and mates you have, the more likely you are to pass on some sort of culture from what we've understood. So culture isn't uniquely human. It's found amongst pretty much, a lot of animals, to be fair. And even things like guppies that probably don't have the best intelligence in the world, the fact they all follow each other going, Dave knows the way.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's the right way, but they all follow him because why not? No, why did they follow Dave?
That's culture.
Stupid Dave. It's very widespread, and I guess a lot of it is arguably intelligence. Some of it might be evolution, but there is a salmon that was just swimming along perfectly happily, and then before you knew it, it was a fucking hat.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to end with is, I guess you don't know whether you're the hat or whether you're the whale wearing the hat. And it's not a whale, it's a dolphin.
I don't get why you're asking me if I'm a hat or not.
Well, do you identify as a hat? Or do you think you're the whale? Do you think apex predator? Or do you think I'm a little bitchy hat that gets worn?
No, I'm a bit like a one.
Next week on the Manosphere.
The best thing to do is get cultured. We just talked about culture.
Oh,
understand
shit.
the culture. Understand what your grandparents went through and your great-grandparents went through.
Understand why you're here. So that's going to end us on culture. Culture is interesting. We haven't divulged too much into human culture.
I think we did. When you say culture now, when people listen, like, it's fascinating that animals have their own culture. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Like, our culture at the minute. Like, how would you define our culture at the minute?
Chaotic.
And that's why we educate.
Educate, mate. Don't discriminate.
Thank you for listening to Educate a Mate. That was Animal Culture. Humans love acting like we invented culture. Meanwhile, whales have regional accents, chimpanzees teach their kids life skills, and monkeys basically start cooking channels with a little bit of salt and sweet potato. And honestly, if dolphins suddenly revealed they've had functioning society this whole time, would anyone really be surprised? I mean, terrifying, but surprised? Probably not. If you enjoyed the episode, please make sure to follow, share it with a mate, and stick around for more weird, fascinating, and occasionally concerning stories. See you next time.